And next question comes from Lukuleles. Some Buddhist centers operate on a business model, setting strict financial requirements to attend Dhamma talks and/or retreats. Others work on a model of donation only, not even making a suggested donation known. What are your ideas on this? Yeah, it's a big debate in Buddhist circles as to how to organize retreats, Dharma talks, and so on, because obviously there are expenses involved. I would say theoretically it's just a model. The expenses have to be covered by the group, and theoretically, if you could have a group of people all chipping in to get something going and to run a center, then setting a specific cost or membership wouldn't really be a problem. Theoretically, I think in practice and the way it carries out, the feeling that it brings is one of, as you say, a business model, and a feeling of sort of give and take, rather than giving and expecting something, as opposed to giving. The rather than say that it's wrong to charge and it's wrong to set up these fees, I would say there are obvious advantages to doing it the other way, of offering things for free. Yeah, you feel a lot better. It's actually a gift. It feels like a gift, and it brings about a state of genuine gratitude in the students, in the people who receive the teachings, that they take it seriously and they take you seriously, and they're able to respect the sacrifice that you're making. There is an argument that people are so used to the business model that they think that anything is free is unprofessional, and that's an interesting point. So that there's a debate that goes back and forth. I'm not really so concerned about, there's this idea that no one will come if you don't charge for things, which is really an interesting idea, and apparently it holds true in some situations. But that to me points to a sort of a perversion in people's thinking, and rather than any sort of virtue in that model. And having worked in the model of offering things totally free, even when that sometimes means hardship and difficulty, I know the great feeling of happiness and kind of self-assurance in being able to offer things for free, when you teach without expecting anything in return, when you give without expecting anything in return, or without being told to, when it comes from the heart, and when there's no coercion or insinuation. And the other thing I would say is that the model of offering things for free is a very pure way to live. It's a part and parcel of the monastic life, of being a monk, where you have no attachments. You're not working for people. The fact that monks teach doesn't mean that they are bound to help other people. And this is a mistake sometimes people make, that somehow we have a duty to help, and the truth is we don't. That I could leave tomorrow. I could stop doing YouTube videos tomorrow, or stop teaching my students here in Los Angeles tomorrow, and so on. I'm free to do that. I don't have any contract or any requirement from them. So I'm not trapped into receiving some kind of support from people. Being totally free, and the offering is genuine from the heart, but non-binding to both parties. So there's no requirement for me. If you want to come and practice and leave tomorrow, that's fine. When you're hungry, you come to eat. When you're full, you leave. So I would just say that it's a much more more pure and perfect system to offer things for free. And there are many disadvantages to offering courses based on the business model and charging money and so on. Some of them should be glaringly obvious. Say some of them are not so obvious, and you'd have to hang out at such centers to see them, and you'll see that there's often a great amount of corruption and insincerity because of the involvement of money and the involvement of the reception of materials and so on. So that's my opinion. There are many opinions on this subject. Having lived the pure model, the free model, I can say that there's no doubt in my mind which one is superior. So there you go.